The girls are losing their minds. Because of the economy? Nah. Because of politics? No. Because of
the political and economic state of the world right now?
No. Because of a bear cup from Starbucks.
You're watching people in New Jersey elbowing each other, trying to get their hands on Starbucks' newest holiday product.
Good morning, guys. Please walk, single file line.
Okay, we didn't get one. So now we're gonna go to a second Starbucks that opens in about 30 minutes.
Don't you worry, because we will be reacting to some of those videos at the end. And I mean, it's cute, but this is not. There's so much to talk about here, so I thought what better time for another unfiltered get ready with me. Hi girls, welcome back to Boss Girlified. It is your girl Tima. And yeah, we gotta talk about this because this is actually insane. Now, if you guys watched my last video, you would know that I'm doing a moving giveaway. So I really wanted you guys to try two of my favorite products. They're the Haus Labs foundation and concealer. I saw someone in the comments mention that too. I got a few different comments, but I realized that, you know, makeup, a lot of the products that you guys really wanted to try are color coded, and I really want you guys to try the Haus Labs. So I decided to just get you guys a Sephora gift card. You can do whatever you want with it, but I will say you should try the Haus Labs. Okay, you should try the Haus Labs. I was trying to get you guys a Haus Labs gift card, but they don't have them. So for this video, I want you guys to comment a body product. So like a body mist, a perfume, a body lotion, and oil set, one of those. And the top one will be added to the basket, which already has quite a few skincare products. The giveaway will be closed, I want to say November 22nd. So you guys will be able to get an update on that then, so just stay tuned. Also, I think it's a combination of a few things. My allergies have been tearing me up. So if I sound a little congested, it's because I'm a lot congested. I didn't even know Starbucks was releasing this holidays edition bear cup until I saw the controversy on social media.
If you survived the Starbucks wars this morning, that was insane. I got out of work at 1 in the morning and I just didn't go to sleep. I went to Starbucks at 4 in the morning. I was the first one there, but I did not start the line. And so there was two people in front of me. They were together. They asked me if I was there for the Starbucks teddy bear glass jar thing. And I was like, honestly, I really just want Hello Kitty. But I heard that the employees were buying all the bear cups. They cleared the whole shelf. The store didn't even have the bear that they said they were there to get. They cleared everything Hello Kitty. They didn't leave nothing. Just this.
Now, Starbucks apparently does a holiday cup every season, I think. So this year they had like a bear cup, and they had a few little Hello Kitty cups and trinkets.
This is their new 20-ounce glass barista cup. It went on sale on Thursday and quickly started selling out. At some locations, people waited in long lines even before the store opened just to try to snag one. And the craze quickly turned into an online reseller's dream. Within hours, the cup, which initially was selling for $29.95, started appearing on eBay for upwards of $500.
As someone who has a degree in psychology and who took a few courses in marketing specifically, because I was initially getting my psychology degree to do like more the businessy side of it, Starbucks, they are winning the marketing lottery right now, and people are falling right into the trap.
Please leave a path to get to the register.
Oh, there goes a bear.
Crowd control, the store will be open, and there is no limit. So it is first come, first serve, so please be respectful of each other, okay? Thank you. The store is now open.
Run.
Please leave a path to get to the register.
Oh, there goes a bear.
All right, folks, now we gotta leave some space so that I can sweep this mess.
You paid double for it. It's for my girl.
I just bought this cup for $30. In 20 minutes, it sold right there. $215.
This is exactly what they wanted. This was by design. So they have a very, very limited supply of these bear cups, so it drives people to go insane because they have to get this freaking bear cup, okay?
Guys, literally I'm making this quick video. Don't go to Starbucks looking for the bear cup because we sold out at 5 a.m. on the dot and we only got like 3.
Okay, we didn't get one. So now we're gonna go to a second Starbucks that opens in about 30 minutes. So let's hope that there's not as many people in line for that one. Okay, I just got here and there's only like 2 people in line, so I feel good about this one. Okay, I'm starting to get a little discouraged. There was only like 3 people in front of me waiting at that one, but they had all the things set out and no bear cups, so I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go try and get in line at another one that opens at 4:30, so I gotta hurry. Okay, this one looks promising. I got one more. I just drove to another one after that, just in case, because it was like right down the road, and they opened at 4:32, so they were like 5 minutes past open, and obviously also ran out. So I think I'm gonna call it for today.
The day that it was set to release, people were lining up outside of the store, camping out hours before the store opened, and bulldozing each other, running, cutting people, and literally fighting each other like schoolyard children for a freaking bear cup.
So all of you guys work here? Okay guys, so me and my mom came to Starbucks at around 11:45 for the viral bear cup or whatever my mom's been wanting for the past month. She wrote it on her calendar. I came last night to ask the Starbucks if they were going to have it, and they said yes, to line up early. So me and my mom show up. There's a girl in front. She's apparently one of the employees, and I ask her if it's just her in front, and she tells me that she has another person with her, and I'm like, okay, that's cool, you know, that's fine. So me and my mom line up, and while me and my mom are talking, I asked the girl, the one that was here before when we got here, if there was any other people with her, and she said no, it was just her and her friend. Her friend comes and sits down, and we're talking with them, and we're asking them like if there's a limit, or because they both work here, or if they're gonna be able to just buy whatever they want. My mom just wants one bear cup. That's all we came for. So while we're waiting, 6 more employees from this Starbucks show up. All of a sudden, one of the girls that's in the group that just showed up tells my mom that it's none of her business, that they're all doing one big transaction and to stay out of it. And while I'm trying to convince my mom to come with me to another Starbucks, the girl that was disrespecting my mom starts mumbling stuff under her breath, disrespecting my mom even more.
Damn, now you really will go viral on TikTok.
Now, I saw a lot of people say, oh, you know, the bear cup isn't even cute, it's plastic, all this other stuff. Now, from what I saw, it does look to be glass, and it's pretty cute. I mean, we can admit it's cute, but is it this cute? No, it's not. Nothing is that cute to me, honestly. And if you want something similar to that, you can get something very, very similar off of Amazon. The only difference is that it doesn't have the Starbucks logo. Now, I did see a lot of people saying that, but the thing is with that too is people want the Starbucks logo. They want to be able to say that they got the limited edition rare bear cup with the Starbucks logo from Starbucks.
On November 6, 2025, Starbucks released their holiday collection, and based on the outrage online, you'd think they've done something horribly wrong. Or did they?
Most of the outrage seems to be about the cute little bear mug that they released and have been featuring in all of their marketing for the past week. This obviously got their fan base super excited for its release.
Come launch day, though, most locations only got 1 or 2 if they were lucky. Some people were even lined up all night just to be there at 4 a.m. to try to get a bear mug and still couldn't get it because the first person in line would scoop them all up.
So this may seem like a massive fail by the team at Starbucks, but we're willing to bet that this is actually exactly what they wanted. And here are 4 reasons why.
$30 or $45 for us Canadians is a lot of money to spend on a mug, but it's much easier to justify if it's a rare item and it's hard to find, and if you see one, it might be the last time you ever see it. Then boom, tap, bought it, because you might never see it again.
The outrage caused by the lack of availability and the high price tag has led to tens of thousands of views talking about Starbucks all across social media. And all of this free marketing is coming at their most profitable time in the entire year. Remember, all press is good press.
Now, one of the real winners for Starbucks here is they get to act like the silly, pretty popular girl who doesn't know how much everybody loves them. Like, oh no, we didn't know everybody was gonna want our mugs. Oops, they sold out everywhere. We're so sorry that you guys love us so much. We'll get more in stock right away. See, now they get to play the hero.
Yeah.
And they get to release online that they're so sorry that everybody wanted one. Now, the last reason for this is kind of the craziest because they don't even want to sell you a bear mug.
Yeah.
Their main marketing tool here is that people are going to keep coming in searching for a bear mug. Like, if you even kind of like Starbucks and you're picking which place you're going to go to for a coffee or your holiday drink, you may as well think, well, maybe this time they'll have one of those bear mugs at Starbucks, right?
Yeah.
But that feeling goes away the second you get one. So as long as you don't have a bear mug, every time you're picking a place to go for your holiday drink, you're thinking, might as well go to Starbucks. Maybe they'll have a bear mug.
And what a lot of people are doing in this situation are calling these people crazy, making fun of them, which, yeah, it is a little crazy, okay? And I'm sure you're expecting me to do the same. I might actually do that a little bit towards the end. But I want to really focus on how this system was set up by design. And this reaction is exactly what companies not only want, but aspire to have.
You're missing the point. This was a sick, cruel thing that Starbucks did as a social experiment for all of us.
Could be debatable.
Because all we have to look forward to is freaking bear cups. Do you know how tragic my life is right now? Okay? We were set up for failure.
They're $400 on eBay.
Yes.
Yeah, I know, I already looked.
Oh, and then you know what the barista at Starbucks said to Courtney?
What did she say?
She said, why don't you get one of those honey jars
Uh-huh.
put a straw in it. And put a straw in it.
Same shit. Same shit.
Trying to be helpful. You guys
And I said,
it sounds like you guys are hating from outside the club right now.
And it does.
I can't even get in.
Yeah,
This
Honestly.
is gonna be the thing that cracks me.
This? A bear cup?
I'm cracking. I can feel it.
Bear cup is your 13th reason.
This is all we had to look forward to, and they know it.
And I already know there's going to be somebody in the comments like, Abigail, you can't decide what makes people happy. But this isn't the first time Starbucks has done some shit like this. This is not Starbucks' first time. Like, this is not Starbucks' first rodeo with you guys. And my thing is, this is literally the same thing as the cup that you guys are all crying for. But, like, I don't even want to be that person to be like, do you know how much of a privilege it is that a fucking not being able to get a bear cup is your 13th reason? Babe, there are bigger problems. There are literally bigger problems in the fucking world.
And the crazy part about this whole Starbucks cup controversy is that I know there's other brands that are looking at Starbucks right now and going, yeah, that's what we need to do next time. We're taking notes. And that is what a lot of companies do. When I took my marketing class, there is this strategy called the scarcity effect. Especially in the holiday season, companies, including Starbucks, will use this scarcity tactic to scare people basically into buying this cup. And it kind of clouds people's judgment. It doesn't even really matter what the product is. People will go insane for it.
I work in marketing and the barista hype is manufactured. At least these initial videos, if you look and you go look at these videos that started to go viral, they have very, very similar hashtags. And that is a marketing scheme that you're watching in front of your eyeballs and you're falling for it. You're falling for manufactured scarcity, manufactured hype, and it is not real.
So even if Starbucks were to genuinely come out with something that wasn't cute at all, I mean, like, it was not cute at all, not good quality at all, not glass, plastic, just bottom of the barrel, minimum effort item, as long as it was limited edition scarce, they would fall for it. Because again, it's that buy it before it's gone, limited edition, especially for the holiday season.
Let's run some scarcity marketing campaigns, starting with the McDonald's McRib. Somehow getting people to anxiously await the return of pork-flavored roof tiles, 9 out of 10. The Disney Vault, where they would only sell certain Disney DVDs for a limited amount of time and then put them back in the vault. Locking away our most cherished childhood memories, cruel, plus I could just go to Blockbuster back then, 2 out of 10.
It's almost like that's what the holiday season was designed to do. That's another conversation for another day. It could literally be the most hideous cup in the world, but as long as it's scarce, people will still line up for it. And I think a lot of this does tie into this culture of this hierarchy that we have in society. And we can even see it in the TikToks that people were posting even the day before the cup came out. People were talking about how this is going to be me in line, like I need to get this cup, and directly after we saw, of course, the parading on social media of these bear cups, which is, I fear, the exact reason a lot of people wanted to get this cup. It's a measure of status in society. And I feel like with social media, especially TikTok, being so heavily into the overconsumption arc, a lot of people are so fixated on being in competition, getting the next big thing so that they can get their viral moment, no matter what the cause. You could tell it was all very intentional. Starbucks only sent out a handful to some stores even receiving as little as 3 cups, and just kind of leaving it up to the Starbucks employees to figure it out. And poor Starbucks employees, okay? I have a friend that works at Starbucks, and I can only imagine. I mean, she's leaving soon, which a lot of people are.
Unionized Starbucks baristas say they're ready to walk off the job on November 13th unless the company finalizes a new labor contract. And that date, no coincidence. It's Starbucks' annual Red Cup Day, one of the biggest sales events of the year, when those free reusable red cups are given away to customers. Now, union leaders are calling this the Red Cup Rebellion. And the union is asking for increased hours for employees and higher take-home pay.
But I can only imagine how stressful that would have been if she was working that day. I don't think she was working that day, but it is so ridiculous, the things that I've seen on TikTok and the lengths that people were willing to go to for this damn cup. But again, it's even crazier when you look past the lens of, oh, haha, silly, stupid people, and really think about, wait, this was intentional. This is exactly what these companies wanted. It also reminds me of this idea that AI isn't real. We all know AI is real, but I came across this video on TikTok that so thoroughly explained a feeling that I've been trying to explain for a while now, which is the blaming of the consumer.
Hi, this is just your reminder that AI doesn't exist. You've been lied to. It's a marketing term. ChatGPT is not AI. It's a service provided by OpenAI. This language is important because when we say things like AI is killing the planet, what we're really doing is absolving the humans responsible for killing the planet of any accountability. Did you know the term carbon footprint comes from a marketing campaign by the oil company BP because they wanted consumers to feel guilty about their usage of oil and not the oil companies that are actually pulling the oil out of the ground? It's like one of the most successful marketing campaigns of all time, because now we are having the conversation with each other and blaming each other for our use of AI and things like that, when 57 companies in 2024 were responsible for 80% of all carbon emissions on Earth. So yeah, AI is about as real as the metaverse, which is to say, it's not real at all. It's just a way for these tech companies to get more of our data.
We all have our own mind and our own autonomy. We can choose to do what we want, just like there were some people that chose to line up at Starbucks at 2 a.m. and some people who decided to stay in bed and get their well-needed rest. But even with AI and even with consumerism, the whole goal of these companies is to have you put the blame on someone else, anyone else but the actual companies that are contributing directly to the overconsumption crisis. All those the people that are profiting the most from AI are the wealthy. That's a strategy to get us, the 99%, to no, you need to stop using it. Well, you need to stop overconsuming. Well, you need to so we can ignore the 1%. It's the people at the top that want us to behave this way. Of course, we have the autonomy to choose to behave this way, but it is these predatory companies as well that we need to be putting our direction to. It's Starbucks. Like, Starbucks knew exactly what they were doing. They have all the resources to pump out as many of those bear cups as they wanted to. They didn't have to make it limited edition. This was all by design. And even I saw somewhere, I'll see if I can find it, their response was basically like, we didn't expect people to go this crazy over the cup. Oh, silly us. We just didn't know that people would love the cup that much. We all knew, though. We all knew, and I know y'all knew.
There was so much public outrage about this Starbucks bear that they had to put out a statement. They put out a statement to People magazine that says, "The excitement for our merchandise exceeded even our biggest expectations, and despite shipping more barista cups to coffee houses than almost any other merchandise item this holiday season, the barista cup and some other items sold out fast," Starbucks said. "We understand many customers were excited about the barista cup and apologize for the disappointment this may have caused. But don't worry, because Starbucks also mentioned that fans could expect, quote, more exciting merchandise coming this holiday season, though the chain did not specify what exactly that would be."
I know y'all knew. They literally have meetings upon meetings upon meetings in first quarter the beginning of the year about their holiday campaigns, and you mean to tell me that they just, oh, silly us. They knew exactly what they were doing, and this is what they wanted. Because now, not only did it create this whole environment of like, oh, now we need to be on top of the next holiday launch, but it's also having people talk about Starbucks. And I'm not helping. But anyway, it really does remind me of this like hierarchy, this competition between consumers that Professor Zhang talked about in his video that I mentioned in my video talking about overconsumption.
I've given you $1 million. What do you do with it? You buy a house, right? That's great. That's a great purchase. Then what do you do? He wants to take pictures and post on social media, right? So everyone sees it on social media. Then you see this. Nab has this huge house in Beijing with lots of fancy furniture. What do you do now? You also want to buy a house. But what kind of house? A bigger house, right? And then what do? You also post pictures, okay? Then how do other people feel? Very quickly, what happens in the school? Yeah, you all spend your money and you all go into debt, right? Because you're in competition with each other to buy the biggest thing. And $1 million is a lot of money, but it's not enough to buy everything, right? So you go into debt, you borrow more money to buy more things.
His point is constantly being proven right every single day. At the end of the day, though, consumption is a void. Overconsumption is a void. You're filling that void, which could be filled with something a lot more productive.
How I did it was replacing it with a more productive hobby. Learning how to crochet, for example, was one of the best decisions I've ever made. And thanks to Craftsy, I can add a few more new stitches to my portfolio, which is why I had to introduce you girlies to today's sponsor, Craftsy. Craftsy is an online community and resource where billions of crafters, makers, and DIY enthusiasts find inspiration, build their skills, and learn new ones. Craftsy offers more than 2,000 classes across 20 popular categories like crocheting, knitting, painting, and basically any other hobby you can think of. Since I'm moving to my new apartment in a few weeks with this super cute kitchen, I've been trying to get my kitchen game up and learn a couple more recipes to add to my little recipe box. The instructional videos are taught by talented and friendly experts who are professionals and walk you through each technique with step-by-step demonstrations while giving their expert tips and tricks along the way. They even have a little area where you can connect with other DIY enthusiasts to ask questions and share and gather inspiration. It's kind of like our own little Pinterest comment section. And you can actually get a full year of premium membership for $1.49 for the Black Friday special when you check out Craftsy in the link in my bio. Thank you so much to Craftsy for partnering with me on today's video. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get straight back into it.
So when I talk about topics like this is why I try to tread lightly and not be super mean and harsh and like making fun of people, because this is not really our fault. It is, but it's not, you know? It's literally the way the system was set up to be designed as. Like this is we are the perfect consumer.
And who set that system up?
And yeah, it's kind of fun to poke fun at, but it's also a little bit more of a serious issue where it's like, wow, these companies know psychology so well, and with AI becoming more prevalent, they're going to understand even more. I can't even help to imagine how much data is being collected from people based on our psychology from AI.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Nothing. Me? Just hanging around.
So it's going to be even easier for a lot of these companies to basically prey on consumers. They're going to have all of the information they need to do that. I feel like switching between the beauty blender sides, or like when I was using a brush, switching between like brushes to get the perfect contour is like my strategy. I feel like I don't ever really see other people do this, but like it worked a charm for me. Maybe people do it, but they just don't like record that part because it's kind of tedious. But y'all see how flawlessly the House Labs blends in? Like I applied a good amount of concealer and it's there. I can tell it's there because it's not my natural skin tone under my eyes. Like it's definitely brighter, but it doesn't look like much at all. Like it looks like my skin, but better. Ah! Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. If y'all win the giveaway, I can't force you. I can't force you, but It's highly recommended, okay? Like I said, people do have our own autonomy, so it is very revealing the lengths that people would be willing to go to for this cup. And it does show a lot about how people nowadays, especially, treat service workers.
Y'all treated baristas like shit all year long and thought they were gonna let you come get them teddy bear cups. They saw y'all camped outside the store the night before, waited until opening and told y'all, sorry, we're sold out. As they should. Y'all lucky I don't work at Starbucks anymore. I would have bought as many as they let me get, put them right on eBay.
If it's the exact same video, it ain't gonna make no difference. They're buying everything. That's jacked up.
All the Starbucks employees came and they took everything, and we've been waiting in line outside.
It's showing the worst sides of people that have been concealed.
I swear, every time that I think this country can't get any more ridiculous, y'all prove me wrong. We've got people full on sprinting through Starbucks like they're competing for a spot on the Olympic team over a bear cup. A cup, bro. A plastic cup with the face on it. Not a house, not cheaper groceries, not anything that actually helps your life. A cup. And the worst part is that people were out here acting like this cup is going to fix their whole existence. Like if they didn't get it, their year was ruined. You've got folks waking up at 4 a.m., skipping work, dragging their kids out in the cold, just to fight strangers over something that'll sit on a shelf and collect dust. Next to the last overpriced limited edition thing that they swore they needed. And I'm watching these videos like, is this really what we've become? This is the same country that tells you that you people just need to work harder. But y'all are out here throwing elbows for a cup that doesn't even come with free coffee. This is why corporations don't respect us. They know they can slap a cartoon bear on anything and half the population will lose their damn minds trying to buy it first. You're not addicted to the cup. You're addicted to the feeling of winning something. Because nothing in your life feels winnable right now. And honestly, it's embarrassing. We're drowning in bills, trying to survive, and somehow the biggest news of the week is people fighting over a cup shaped like a toddler's toy.
And I always find situations like this very interesting because it does show the true extent of people. The hidden underbelly of humanity that exists. It's not everyone, but it's out there, and it is something that we do have to pay attention to. It kind of reminds me of when the COVID thing happened. I remember I was just going to Costco, and it was like I hate crowds. Like I avoid them at all costs unless like I'm going out or it's like a concert or something like that. Like I'm talking about like rush hour traffic, like going to the store at the worst time. So I'm definitely the type of person that tries to avoid that just in general. But when it was COVID time, I remember it was kind of like I had to go then. And I remember going to Costco and I saw grown ass people like I stood back in awe. I was like, just out of sheer embarrassment because I didn't want to act like a literal child, I like waited for everyone to go. But you know, obviously it wasn't everyone acting like this, but it was a scary amount of people acting like this. People were shoving carts in like as soon as Costco opened. I remember I got there a little early before Costco opened. As soon as Costco opened, people were shoving each other with their carts. Are we okay? Grown ass adults. And it reminds me of this, but this is even worse because this isn't like people being scared and people being scared of, you know, if they're going to be able to have basic necessities. This is people freaking fighting like children over a bear cup from Starbucks.
Everything's out. Anything's on the merch, that's all that we touch.
Wanda said you have to bear though.
Yeah. Can the lineup like start here going to the end, please?
That is ridiculous. And it's also kind of crazy because I saw some people, which they do have a point, but it's also like, is it really that deep? And at this point, don't they kind of deserve it for putting up with your shit? There was this whole side of the internet where people were basically, I just realized I don't have a necklace. I didn't have a necklace this whole time and y'all weren't gonna tell me? But people were basically upset about the employees lining up before everyone else or coming into the store early so that they can buy the bear cups. Which of course, because Starbucks had to only send a few cups to each store, if even just 5 employees get in, they could buy out the entire bear cup selection, which isn't fair, especially for the people that have been waiting in line. But at that point, it's kind of like, why are you waiting in line? First of all, no one told you to do that. Second of all, these employees have had to put up with so much shit from y'all. Honestly, I don't even blame them. Like, take the cups. Take the cups at that point. Like, it's y'all's karma. It's y'all's retribution at this point. And then the fact that people are so willing and ready to, like, press these employees about it. People were willing to bully, literally bully people over this. I saw this group of employees acting like children. Even some children don't act like this because of this cup situation. So let's get to the fun part. Okay, let's go ahead and react to some of these clips because they are very, very concerning. The poor employee in the back. She's like, I need a break. Like, she's so stressed too. She's not even like tripping about it. She's just like, I don't even know where to start at this point. I feel so bad for her as someone who's worked in service before. I worked at Dairy Queen for like 6 years. That was like my first and only job. And we've definitely had days like that. It reminds me of our free cone day that we have. Oh my God, you guys, that was like a nightmare. I can only imagine for these damn Starbucks employees. I feel so bad for them.
If it's the exact same video, it ain't gonna make no difference. They're buying everything. That's backed up.
All the Starbucks employees came. That's crazy. And they took everything. And we've been waiting in line outside.
Like, yeah, it's unfair, but why are you waiting outside? Why are you waiting outside to begin with, y'all?
That is so crazy to me.
No, what's crazy to me is that y'all are so pressed about this damn bear cup.
You will never believe what happened to me tonight. Okay, so I literally have no words. So me, my mother-in-law, my father-in-law went to Starbucks today, right? To get the bear cup. Like, that's what we were like so excited. We're like, we're gonna stand in line, we're gonna get there early, we're gonna beat the crowds, like we're gonna bring our chairs. Like, it was a whole thing. Like, we were super excited to do it. I haven't done anything like this since I was like, I don't know, like a teenager when I was doing it for Black Friday. But I was like, let's just do it, it'll be fun, like story time, it'll be an adventure, whatever. Okay, so we get to freaking Starbucks, right? I got there, I was the very first person in line. So when I was there, I could see everything on the shelves, right? So I was like, okay, there's a pretty good chance. And prior, mind you, before this even happened, I had already did like my research. I was like going to like different Starbucks and like talking to different employees and like asking them like, you know, how many cups did you get in, or did you get this one in, or, you know, I was just like asking so I knew which Starbucks to go to. So,
and that's the crazy thing about this too, is the lengths that people were willing to go to get this damn cup. This is not the first girl to say that she was calling different stores to see if they had the cup, what store she could go to, yada yada yada. Like, this was like, I wish people would put this much energy into themselves. Do you know how far you would be as a human being if you dedicated the energy that these people dedicate to these companies to themselves? It'll always be beyond me.
I got there 2 o'clock in the morning. Mind you, I didn't even know this particular Starbucks didn't open up until 4. So I got there super early.
So they probably got there at like 2 a.m. Imagine waking up at 2 a.m. from your slumber. At that point, I'm in like my deep REM state of sleep to go get a bear cup from Starbucks.
I have all the clips. So I get there. It's like 3:50, like the line's starting to like pick up, like people are starting to get in. These girls get out of their car in their pajamas and they're waiting in line, and all I see is these 4 girls go in front of me, and one of them had a key. So she had to be like a manager or something. So she got her key, she put her key in the door, and the door wouldn't unlock because the other manager that was inside currently had her key in the door. So this girl starts knocking on the window, and the manager that was inside the Starbucks comes in, unlocks the door, and she let the 4 girls in. And I'm over here thinking, like, I'm like super tired, I'm slow, like whatever. So I'm thinking, okay, like maybe they're working, I don't know, like I don't know your life. So she lets them in, and they just cleared the whole store. Like, they took everything. They took the Hello Kitty plushes. They took all the, so I did get one thing, and honestly, like, okay, so I got this, and honestly, I only got it because I waited in line for it. Like, I felt like I needed to get something because I spent all that time, like, and I have nothing to show for it. But I was gonna get the little bear mug, and I was first in line, so I would have gotten one. Like, I would have been guaranteed to get one because I was the very first person in line. It was me, my mother-in-law, and my father-in-law. So we were like, okay, well, you get your bear mug. I was gonna get one for my mother-in-law as well. And then, you know, that's it. We're not resellers. We're not, you know, we're just regular people who, I just thought it was cute. I just thought, hey, you know, this will be fun. This will be a nice little, you know, remember that time I went to Starbucks and we got cheated out of cups or whatever. It's like, I like this one. It's really pretty, but this is not what I came for. This is.
And that's the thing that gets me too. It's like, yeah, I wouldn't have good feelings about that either if I was tussling and fighting with people over a cup.
Go ahead. Oh, all right, Karen. All right, that's fine. On the photos, bring up the photos. I was on the opposite.
Grown-ass
I'm in
adults.
line, just like
Sir,
and they were on the exit.
you're escalating the situation.
I'm not. I'm in line, just like everybody else.
Everybody else was in line out there.
I was in line the same way.
At 7:15, you
I was
were
in
not
line.
standing
I'm
in
showing
line.
you the message that I was here at 5:20.
You were in your car. You were not
I
standing
came
in
out of the
line.
car at 5:30.
No, you did
yes,
not.
I did.
No,
I was.
This type of situation reminds me of those people on the road who like won't let you get over, or like when they see that you turn your signal on, they like speed up to close the gap. Like, these are the people in the flesh. This is what they participate in on their spare time. Oh god, this one is what really got me, y'all. This is like crazy.
Good morning, guys. Please walk single file line.
Telling grown adults to walk in a single file line, is that not embarrassing? If someone were to tell me as a grown-ass woman to walk in a single file line, I would get offended.
Oh. Okay, fair.
I'm scared. Like, that's not okay. That's not normal.
Walk a line and do not grab it from there. Don't grab it from there. We'll let you know when you can. One there? Yeah. 33.
That's insane. That's really embarrassing. I would be so embarrassed if someone told me as a grown woman to single file line.
Here I am arriving to my local Kroger, which actually has a Starbucks store inside of it, around 2 a.m.
Can I get two? Sorry, you gotta wait over there. I want. Oh, we made it. We made it. That was stressful.
Girl is like panicking over this cup. Like, this is like life or death. Did you hear that panic in her voice? And the relief, like, this is like truly too much. It is not life or death, y'all. Like, that is really scary. Like, these type of people, I really feel like they would like genuinely have a mental health crisis if they didn't get the cup.
This Starbucks Bear Cup debacle is so annoying because not only does the cup look like something that I would find on like AliExpress and it says like Starbubs on the cup to avoid copyright, but it's also just not good quality. It's $30. You guys fell for a marketing scam that was probably used to terrorize their employees, right? Like, they're like, oh, limited edition cup, super rare, and then they send 1 or 2, maybe 3 to each location, like, knowing that people were gonna go ham over it. Because that's what they wanted people to do. And you guys are like getting mad at employees. You're calling every store knowing that you could probably just go there. Why don't you just go there? Why are you calling, taking up time in a store you know darn well is already like has a line out the door calling like, do you have the Bear Cup? I don't know, pull up. I don't know, why don't you come look in the window? Why don't you use critical thinking? Like, why are we doing this to poor Starbucks workers? And also, like, I saw the guy, this one guy, like, when it was like, how much is this Bear Cup? And he went to scan it to check the price. It was $30, and it said made in China on the bottom. Like, it's not like it's this super fancy, like specific material. No, it was just marketed in a way that makes you want it. And the same thing happened with the Trader Joe's bags, right? Like those little colorful tote bags that when there were 5 of each color on the shelf, everyone freaked out over and was like, I need that tote bag. Yeah, Trader Joe's actually responded in the right way, where when they realized everyone really liked this bag, they just stocked a bunch of them. Problem is, once they stocked a bunch of them, no one wanted it anymore. Oh, because it's not rare. Oh no, there are more than 20 of each color on the shelf. Why would I want that? Anyone could have that. I'm not individual enough. Why don't you just get something because you like it, you little freak? You guys weird me out. My sister works at Starbucks, and she was like, she had like 6 different stories to tell me, right? Like when I talked to her about this God forbidden bear cup. And it's like, go buy it somewhere. If you want a cup that looks like a bear, there are plenty. If you want a Starbucks cup, there are plenty. I don't know why you would, but there are plenty. If you're a collector, do your thing. Do your thing. Respect-ish. I don't know. I'm just annoyed.
But yeah, you guys, as you guys can see, people are full on fighting over these cups. Grown-ass men, grown-ass women being told to single file line for a freaking bear cup that honestly looks like a honey bottle. It's honestly truly concerning and honestly predatory to what these companies are doing. I do feel like this is probably going to be one of those things that we look towards in the future if our society decides, you know what? Let's turn this ship around. We might look back on this time and be like, you know, wow, I can't believe that companies were allowed to do this. You know what I mean? I feel like it is a lot of marketing is predatory. And if you pay attention to it, you will notice it. And that's why I recommend everyone, if you're in school right now and they offer a marketing class, please take the class. I have learned so much about marketing from those classes. It is insane. For example, like a lot of marketing is extremely predatory. There's a specific marketing category of making the advertisement look like a phone display so that older people or people who are not of the mental capacity of a person who might look at that and be like, oh yeah, obviously I'm gonna like click away from this. This isn't my phone. It's a trap to get those people to click in. There's a certain limit, and all of these companies do this. That's why the commercials are loud as hell. They can turn the volume up on their commercials to like, I think it's like 45% more or something like that. I don't know the exact number. Companies are allowed to turn the volume up on their commercials. You know, all of those things are supposed to stimulate your brain and basically like put you in this trance-like state where it's like you want to consume, you want to buy. And even with TikTok commercials, like all of these different things, it's all a ploy to get you to buy. So if you have the resources to take a marketing class, even if you have to, you know, I'm sure there's lots of marketing videos and stuff on YouTube. It's just really important to learn in this society specifically because everything is so fixated on the consumer. And the minute that we decide to stop being crazy too is the minute that companies will redirect their efforts and be like, okay, well, that's not working anymore. But again, it's kind of hard because they're literally using human psychology against us. Anyways, girlies, thank you so much for watching today's video. Let me know what you think about this makeup look today. It's pretty similar to what I usually do, but the only difference is that I'm not wearing lashes, and then I did this Judy doll lip. It's like a lip gloss / stain. I love these. I have this one in the shade G05. This is like the perfect nude color for me as a dark skin girl. And then I also have this shade in 10 and 11. These are a little bit more pinky. These are so stunning, especially this one when you use it on your bare lip. It is so tea, like it looks like you just woke up with naturally. It has almost like a satin finish and it looks like you just woke up naturally with your lips looking like that. So definitely my favorites, definitely would recommend. Anyways, it has been your girl Tima and I'll see you on another video soon. Bye girl.